So I thought I'd do a quick video on the helpful content update and how I look at improving a page's content past the usual elements and just thinking logically, will it help the user more? Is it written for search engines? And just expanding the content, trying to increase the word count. They're all quite arbitrary criteria and they're not going to move the needle too much. But if we do sort of follow the helpful content updates criteria, that's part of the algorithm that Google uses to rank content. And if you follow their rules, play to their game, generally you're going to see rewards. So one of the easiest ways to do this would be to first off find their criteria. So if I go to Google for content update, so we need to find the criteria first. Which it should be. That's not it. So documentation. I've got fundamentals. Vision content. Here we go. SEO fundamentals, creating helpful, reliable, people first content. A lot of people have been hit by this update. So, number one, you want to have a bit of a broad overview and see, um, look at the pages which have been hit and which haven't been hit. Is there a clear difference between the two? Look in Google Search Console, assess which of your pages might not be hitting these criteria and which are. If there's outstanding things like, okay, these pages have statistics, these don't. The these have comprehensive content and they have FAQs on, the others don't. These are written by completely by ChatGPT, these aren't. If there's a clear sort of common denominator in pages that have dropped in clicks and impressions and ones that have improved since the update, then this might help. So we can see these are the content and quality questions that Google's algorithm is asking when it crawls the content. So how would we rather than just going through these and going, okay, does it do this? Does it do this? And giving your subjective opinion, it can a good starting point is to use ChatGPT, and this is where it does come in handy to give um, obviously that ChatGPT's opinion on whether that content hits these different elements and the different criteria. So what I've done, and here's one I've made earlier, just done it on my website. So I've put a prompt in using these questions. So the prompt is, and it might not be the best prompt in the world, but it seems to work. So give this content a score for each of these criteria and show examples of where each piece of criteria has been fulfilled or unfulfilled. And then I've copied and pasted these questions. Here are the criteria. Does the content? Okay, so we can see them all there. And then I've posted the content. It's just from my own website underneath. Now I've got some sort of idea of whether this content hits these criteria or not, but I wanted to see whether ChatGPT could understand it too. So as you can see, here's the response. So it's gone original information reporting research or analysis, which is the first question, gives a score out of 10, and then it gives an example of where this has succeeded and where this has failed. So it gives you a list of action points already. So where it's unfulfilled, the suggestions are fairly general and lack in-depth original research or novel reporting. So I'd look at the piece of content again, and that's true. It is all quite generic, and go, okay, where can I actually add some original research? So I could add in a case study or some statistics that I've from a previous campaign and that sort of thing. Something different that's not going to just be repeating what everyone else is putting out there. It lacks detail and then substantial, complete, or comprehensive descriptions of the topic. Unfulfilled. It lacks detailed steps or comprehensive explanations how to execute these strategies effectively. Now, again, completely true. I've add distinct images, distinct USPs, and differentiators on your pages. But what do I actually mean by a distinct image? What do I actually mean by distinct USPs and differentiators? I could put add distinct images, add original images. If you're an e-commerce store, add your own product images. Don't just get them from a copyright-free site and add different angles and make sure every product page has different product images. So it's just sort of expanding and giving that little bit more detail without um, adding far too much and just making it overbearing. Insightful analysis. So it gives the example. Okay, the suggestion to use data that AI cannot replicate is insightful, but much of this is common advice, lacking deeper insights or innovative ideas. So what I want to do is step back and sort of have a think, look at the content. Is there anything there that anyone else is not saying? Is it all just regurgitating what's already out there in Google and social media? Give something different, give something unique. How do you think about this topic uniquely? Give your own insight that something that people resonate with and go, oh, I've not heard that before, but I like it. Avoid simple copying or rewriting sources and provides additional value. A lot of these are semantically similar things as well. Many points of standard best practices can be found in numerous other sources. Again, some originality, and there is an attempt to provide additional value through specific suggestions. The author's credibility. I mean, you could go one step further, and it's saying where it's not fulfilled, but you could get them to give an example of what this would look like as well. So obviously, it's scored all the criteria. If we copy and paste this into, oh, it's not giving the full response, which is a little bit annoying. Just stop it there. Just go. So we've put this criteria in. It's given it a 6 out of 10. It's given an example where it's fulfilled and unfulfilled. Oh, let's go. Okay. Oh wait, that's in the wrong thing. There we go. Ignore that one. That one's not going now. So I go. Give me a specific example of what this would look like underneath. Okay. So it's expanded on each answer. I don't know why it's done the wrong one there, but yeah, it's done the original information reporting, research and analysis one. But it's told me there, like I just mentioned, you could give a step guide for each point. So I've put like add distinct images as a broad suggestion, but give a step by step guide. How do you find distinct images? What's classed as a distinct image? How would you add it on your website? Where would you fit it in the URL? How distinct USPs? How would you find your USP? Where would you feature it on your website? How would you position it? Custom graphics and infographics could you use? So it's all about this is ideation. It's not using ChatGPT to rewrite your article or anything like that. It's giving it a guide to sort of get your thought process moving. So that's my bit of advice if you're a little bit stuck what to do after the helpful content update. You're looking at your content and going, it is good content. Just go onto the go onto Google Search Central, find the page, and then add your content into ChatGPT and ask it whether it fulfills this. Ask for a score and ask for suggestions from it. All right, cheers.